Good day everyone, this is Group 5 task to identify roles of CEO, CTO, CFO, and CMO. And I'm James Morales Atara as CEO, Jimmer Arpon as CTO, Janeline Garibillo as CFO, and Carla Maydugo as CMO. What is Chief Executive Officer or CEO? A Chief Executive Officer or CEO is the highest ranking executive in company. Broadly speaking, a Chief Executive Officer's primary responsibilities includes making major corporate decisions, managing the overall operations and resources of the company, acting as main point of communication between the board of direction or corporations. In many cases, the chief executive officer serves as the public face of the company. A CEO's roles varies from one company to another depending on the company's size, culture, and corporate structure. In large corporating, CEOs typically deals only with very high-level strategic decisions, and those that direct that company's overall growth. For example, CEOs may work on strategy, organizations, and culture especially. They may look at how capital is allocated across the firms or how to build teams to succeed. What does the CEO do? CEOs are responsible for managing a company overall operations. This may include delegating and directing agendas and driving profitability, managing company and organizational structures, strategy, and communicating with the board. Chief Executive Officer or CEO or Chief Operating Officer or COO is responsible for performing duties as the highest ranking executive within a corporations of guide and company practices and procedures. Their duties include overseeing company operations and communicating between board members and their other company executives and making important decisions that impact the company's brand, identity, and financial health. Those are CEO duties and responsibilities. As a higher ranking executive in a company or organizations, the CEO is primarily responsible for leading a company or organizations and making major decisions, and organizations' other duties include act as figurative head of organizations when communicating with stockholders, government entities, and the general public. Lead the development of organizations' long and short-term strategies. Manage overall operations and make major decisions affecting the organization. Manage the organization's resources. Negotiate or approve agreement and contracts for the organization.
What is CTO? A Chief Technology Officer is the executive in charge of an organization's technological needs as well as its research and development. Also known as Chief Technical Officer, this individual examines the short and long-term needs of an organization and utilize capital to make investments designed to help the organization reach its objectives. The CTO usually reports directly to a company's Chief Information Officer or CIO, but may also report to the Chief Executive Officer CEO of the firm. Chief Technology Officer or CTO is the highest technology executive position within a company and leads the technology or engineering department. They develop policies and procedures and use technology to enhance product and services that focus on external customers. The CTO also knows develop strategies to increase revenue and performs a cost-benefit analysis and return on investment analysis. What does a CTO do? Chief Technology Officer or CTOs evaluate a new technology and implement it to launch or improve goods and services for their firms, clientele, and customers. What does a Chief Technology Officer do? A Chief Technology Officer is responsible for overseeing the development and dissemination of technology for external customers, vendors, and other clients to help improve and increase business. They may also deal with internal IT operations if a company is small and doesn't have a Chief Information Officer. What it takes to be a CTO. CTOs start out with bachelor's degree in computer science related field. They often earn master's degrees as well again in computer science or mathematics fields, though more general MWAs are common as well. CTOs generally have at least 15 years of IT job experience under their belts. Along with technical expertise, they must demonstrate leadership, decision making, management, and business strategy skills.
CFO or Chief Financial Officer holds a top financial position in an organization. They are responsible for tracking cash flow and financial planning and analyzing the company's financial strengths and weaknesses and proposing strategies directions. CFO skills and qualification. Decision-making and problem-solving skills. Leadership skills with the ability to delegate, motivate, and inspire team members. Honesty and integrity. Strong written and verbal communication skills and ability to manage time effectively. To become a CFO, you will need a firm grasp of the fundamentals of budgeting, analysis, compliance, risk management, and other accounting principles. As a CFO, your job will be to ensure the CEO and board decisions are financially sound, both regard to resources available and regulatory compliance.
A Chief Marketing Officer, also called Global Marketing Officer or Marketing Director, is a corporate executive responsible for marketing activities in an organization. So, the main function of a Chief Marketing Officer is to help the company increase its revenues by creating a marketing plan that gives the company a competitive advantage. So, here are the following qualifications for being a CMO. Number 1, you must have strong leadership skills. Number 2, you must be excellent in communication skills, both written and verbal. Number 3, proven understanding of data analysis tools. Number 4, you must have the ability to lead in a constantly evolving environment. Number 5, proven ability to design and coordinate marketing campaigns across traditional and modern channels. And lastly, you must be expert in digital and social media marketing.